I'm Andrew McCrae, host of Farming the Countryside. Conservation is important to us here on our multi-generational farm in Missouri, and we continue to be inspired to try new things based on the shared experiences of other producers. There's no better proving ground for climate-smart practices than working farms and ranches. We're visiting operations around the country to learn how conservation is driving agriculture into the future for healthier soils, improved yields, more resiliency to weather, and diverse habitats that benefit both farming and the ecosystem around us. Today we're in Maryland.
My name is Jen Richardson. I work for NRCS and I'm a soil conservationist, most recently working in Kent and Queen Anne's counties in Maryland. Right now we're at the Hurt Farm in Galena, Maryland's Eastern Shore, and we're in Kent County visiting with John Hickey. John and I started working together when he was interested in our Conservation Stewardship Program. And this area of the farm was old set-aside ground that John was just mowing every year. The wildlife value of it in that state was pretty low. Through CSP, he decided to implement an enhancement that would benefit monarchs. It's our monarch pollinator habitat establishment. And he got a custom seed mix developed for the site, and it's really heavy on milkweed and a lot of beneficial species for monarchs and a lot of natives to Maryland. And this is the result 3-4 years later.
Through the NRCS program, we actually planted a pollinator habitat that was conducive for the area here. Did half one year, half the following year. And we started to see the growth of the monarch. That probably about 5 years ago when we initiated this. You couldn't find a monarch butterfly. Now we could travel around here today and you'll see monarchs, you'll see birds, you'll see various other butterflies and bees and everything around. So pretty impressive, that's for sure.
My name is Jordan Bailey. I work at our state office as a program manager, and I manage 3 programs, one of which is CSP. CSP is the Conservation Stewardship Program offered by NRCS. It's a program that offers technical and financial assistance to landowners. It gives them a framework of having been good stewards of their land and wanting to take it to that next level. And once they enroll in the program, they'll have the opportunity to have a contract for 5 years of financial assistance.
CSP fits into doing this because there is a cost share for establishing this habitat, and then we also do offer technical assistance. We're going to help you out along the way. We're going to give you advice on what seed mix to plant, how to manage it. CSP is a program that can really be customized to each farmer, regardless of your size, your experience. We have some people that are like John, who are at the top of his game, and we do have other farmers who are just kind of starting to learn and dabble into a little bit more of the precision ag type stuff. So we're here for all of it.
My name is Kimberly Rakes. I am the farm manager here at White Lock Community Farm. White Lock Community Farm is here because of the community. Houses and dwellings and businesses were here. And when those buildings and things were torn down, this open space, which was an adopt-a-lot, and then 2 members of the community decided to clean it up and make something purposeful out of it. We are all a part of what's called the Farm Alliance of Baltimore, adopt-a-lots that are vacant. We take those over, work on the soil, work on the land, and try to produce an area where people in that community can obtain fresh and healthy produce. I think it's important to teach folks how to conserve and what you should be conserving when it comes to land. And I became a conservation steward so that I could answer those questions and get more folks involved in it, especially our young people. Since I have become a conservation steward, I've worked very closely with NRCS and learned what they are able to give, what resources they do have, and just how much knowledge is in that entire establishment. And we're just a little teeny farm, and really appreciate the different levels of engagement that they are able to give to us. We are very proud that we are able to provide the services and the produce that we are for our community. It is extremely important to try new things. It is extremely important to talk to other farmers and see what they're doing. Talk to other people and find out what worked for them and try it out.
Colleen Kiefers. I am the District Conservationist for USDA NRCS for Prince George's County, Washington, D.C., and Baltimore City. The NRCS is at this exciting point where they're starting to understand all of the really awesome things that have been happening in the urban environment as far as agriculture is concerned. A lot of these farms start out in the get-go with a great mind about conservation already and a really strong passion to have conservation in their food that they're growing, but also of the community around them and supporting those people, helping with food scarcity. So there's this really large community element to it. So trying to help manage all of the different elements of that along with their ability to produce food and serve their community in all of the other ways where you have people that are also doing cooking events, farmers markets that are happening actively, all sorts of different events and different opportunities to help spread the word of conservation. And so adapting all of our standards and things like that to better fit on a smaller scale and with a smaller, more urban environment.